Morning guys, it is November 21st, 2024. Here I got a call for a boiler leaking water. I talked to the lady's mother, and said one of the circulators was leaking like crazy downstairs. So they shut the boiler and the water off to it because it was really leaking. So I don't know, sounds like it might be a cartridge circulator that's leaking, I don't know. So I do have them in the truck, Taco circulators and whatnot. We'll go over there and see if we can find out what it is. Maybe drain the boiler down and change the circulator and get it up and running, purge the system and get their heat working. It's getting cold out. Later in the afternoon, it's probably 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Going over there, and another damsel in distress. Got young kids, they don't want to be, all night without heat, so out and about doing my thing. Oh, it's only like 2:20, so still got time. Still early. Got the feeder off. I got the boilers off. It looks like it's coming right out of the circulator. Coming out of the weep hole. We can just change this cartridge right here, unbolt it, put a new one right in it. Got a window over there, I could dump some water out with my pump. Bucket here if I need it. She's a leaker. She's a leaker. I got another circulator. I'll just unbolt it, put another circulator on there. She's a leaker. Power's off to this thing, so I don't have to worry about that. Shouldn't be any more water in it. What she was saying, it was leaking out like crazy, so we'll see. I did bring a hose in to purge it. A lot of water on the floor here. A lot of water. Here's a leaker. See if there's any water in it. You'll just unbolt it. Easier than taking the whole thing out. I might have to drain some more water. I don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna bucket under here. If it leaks, it's gonna leak in the bucket. Oh, nothing. Oh, she was really leaking then. Boiler is I got a bucket here, so it's not a big deal. We'll kick the bucket. Looks like the washer come off. Where's the washer? There is no washer in there. Somebody took it apart, looks like. There's supposed to be a washer in there. I don't see it. The washer's missing there. Oh, there it is inside. Broke off. Must have really been leaking. Man, she must have been leaking like crazy with that washer broken like that. Must have been dumping like crazy. We're gonna put a new circulator in there. I got a new one right here. I'll just unbolt it and bolt that part right on there. Slick as shit, Mama. He's slick as shit. I mean, I guess I could unbolt the whole thing and just... How much... Oh, I got any play there? I like doing it this way. It's gonna be difficult. That's how I like it. That's how I like doing it. For me, it's just easier. There's 4 screws. Get a couple of screws loose. There's a gasket in there too. See the gasket? That's important. See that gasket in there? That's what broke on the other one, looks like. See how I put that in there? I see, says the blind man. See the gasket? And then this can go any way we want it. We're gonna go like this with it. There's a weep hole here and a weep hole here. I think that's what happened was the gasket let go, but I'm not just doing a gasket. Sorry. Not this cat. We're getting a whole new circulator. It must have been a flood and a half, man. These are Allen screws, and the other ones are 5/16. They're all the same. Gotta get that gasket in there the way I had it. Well, you don't want that pinching. Turn the water on, make sure it don't leak before I do anything. There's a leaker. I don't know if that was the gasket or it was the circulator leaking. It could have been coming out that weep hole. Alright, so let's turn it on. We'll see if it leaks. The water's on, I don't see it leaking. So, hook up the wiring. We'll have to purge the air out after. don't see anything leaking. Just make sure everything's tight. Like I said, I gotta purge the air out after. Oh, somebody's home. White to white, yellow to yellow. The feeder's coming in on the supply. We're gonna purge each one. It should be off because I got it off here. It should be. They're using it as a shut off. I'm going out the window right there. We'll see. I don't think it's feeding. Could be this feed is stuck. Oh yeah, she's all crusty. I'll take that nut off. Might have to put a new feeder on there too. Alright, so I got the nut off of there. Let's see if we can get it to go. See if we can get it to go with a nut. Sometimes it won't go. There it goes. Going now. Going now. I can feel it. We're going up. Going up through. And then out here. We'll do all three. This one we've got to be careful because it's PEX.
Okay, see? Quick and easy fix, Jack.
Alright, we did this one, and this is the one with the PEX, so we got to go easy with the purge. We go easy when we'll blow the relief valve. We're doing this is first, second, and whatever that one is. We should be good to go. Give it a minute, and we'll fire it up. Have to be careful with the PEX because you don't want to blow the relief valve. I could feel some air coming out this one, so I want to kind of give it a little bit. I can kind of throttle it on and off a little bit. You can't give it full gun to you if it's got PEX because it'll build up pressure and blow the relief. Yeah, I can feel the air coming. I can feel the air coming now. Gotta get that air out or it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, this lady became a nurse, I think, like a nurse practitioner, her daughter. Good for her. Smart kid, you know. Alright, like I said, I've been throttling been giving it the old throttle treatment back and forth. We don't want to give it too much Gundy and then have issues with blowing the relief valve. Gotta give it a little bit and then let off. You'll hear the relief valve. I got some gremlins upstairs. You know it's gonna be, all the zones are gonna be calling when I turn it on. You know that, right? Alright, that should do it. That should do it. Turn on the boiler. The water feeder, I don't need to put that nut back on. I don't see an issue with that. I'll just leave it here. I'm gonna save these. I'll save these. Got a couple of screws loose, Mama. These zone heads take a minute and a half to energize. You can see that gasket. That might have been what the problem was. Might have blown apart or something, or it might have been, there's a weep hole and there's weep holes in the thing. It might have been coming out of there, I'm not sure. But we put a new circulator. 007 circulator and purge zones. She's running. The second floor is not calling. This one's calling, whatever one that is. But they should all work. I purged them all, so I've only got one zone calling right now. She's running. She's a runner. They clean all the vents good. You don't want them all full of dust.